Have you played 2K against anybody on the Kings?
I played against Justin James, the other rookie.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparation. And with it, the players love it. Thank you, David. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Williamson.
And guys, he's regressed a little bit offensively. He hasn't been the same this month as he was earlier in the season. He's lacking the edge that he had, and he needs to change his mindset. Stop sitting back and get into attack mode.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Al Farouk Amino is out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's McCollum, and it's Graham in at point guard. And for Los Angeles, Brandon Ingram's out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Williamson. And it's Baines in at the 4. And with the playoffs ahead, some have argued for a play-in tournament, Clark, to determine the 6 through 10 seed. What do you think of that?
An interesting concept. In theory, it certainly might allow for more teams to be engaged down the stretch. You know, with Adam Silver, he's very much interested in seeing how to make the game better in every way. So there are no sacred cows. Just because it's been done one way before doesn't mean that he's not looking at ways to change it for improvement.
And keep that fan base really interested.
Yeah, that's a big part of what's made the league as successful as it has been worldwide.
The Lakers with the ball. The Blazers getting the bucket. Dishes it to Ingram. There's the pass to Williamson. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, you know, you look at Ingram, and it's not all about scoring with him. He shows he shares the ball as well.
Graham, the pass to Butler. Over Williamson. Here's Aminu. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one. They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
And it's Ingram missing. Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Butler goes in, played in with a nice touch off the glass.
The well-put-together Butler proving that he's just a little too strong there, not allowing the physical defense to stifle him at all. You look at a player like Bismack Biyombo, and I love his presence in the paint, a real rim protector, because he's not only got length, but he's also got jumping ability and some girth as well.
Here's Graham. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Outside Butler. Here's Biyombo.
And Biyombo plays with passion and enthusiasm down in the paint. Excellent at getting the defense to foul him inside.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And guys, you might remember that he was not at his best from the foul line in their last outing.
Well, you know, whenever he got to the line, he just couldn't find the target. But nights like that do happen, even to the best of them. And I like the fact, guys, that those numbers have gone up since last season. I mean, he said free throw shooting was an area he was looking to improve, and he has.
And with Biyombo, the length of his arms, Clark, helps him with that great rim protection.
Yeah, you know, I agree. It's a blend of length and strength, guys. He can be a boulder on the block, a rugged physical presence there, and hard to move when he gets anchored in.
And it's Ingram missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Butler on the wing. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Memphis. No good on the 3.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Here's Williamson. And again, the Lakers no good.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Here's Graham. Drops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Trailblazers lead. Jimmy Butler, a hard worker on the floor and off the court.
I worked extremely hard.
A boombox aquarium, huh? Points for originality, Greg.
Butler, not shy, breaking from convention, beats to the rhythm of his own drum.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
We've got Williamson. Aaron Baines out there with Olynyk. Then it's Russell. And it's Ingram, and it's the two-guard spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know about Lou Williams' story. The three-time Sixth Man of the Year may be undersized, but he keeps finding angles to score. Williams said, "I can't shoot straight up. I've always played crooked. It's weird, but it's something I've developed, fading away from guys. I have bigger defenders on me, and it's just about creating space." Kevin, even well into his 30s, Lou Will still does it as well as anybody.
I would totally agree, David. He is always deadly. Thank you. Here's Russell. Count that bucket. Russell's got his first points of the game.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
And it's sent back by Russell.
Well, I tell you what, his teammates love seeing this. So do I. I mean, when Russell is able to block a shot, that's a big bonus.
And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That's his first foul. And Olynyk kicks to Baines. Pass to Ingram. Outside Russell. From the stripe. Second shot opportunity. And it's Portland with the rebound. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
Yeah, guys, they feel like they're the better team. The standings would agree with that. I look for them to assert that with their play.
Oh, wow! Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
And stolen by Williamson. And here is Ingram. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42. Russell from long range. Portland grabs the miss. Aminu's got his fifth rebound in this one. Ingram against McCollum. Takes the three. The Lakers with the rebound. Baines has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now here's Williamson. He's guarded closely. Puts it up from 12. Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got 6 rebounds in the game. Graham with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Shots good from Butler. Butler's got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
To the paint. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
The size, the change of pace, the shiftiness of Russell. A hard guy to defend without fouling.
And he can't hit the second.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
And stolen by Graham. And a wide open look for McCollum. And a miss there on the triple. Williamson with it. From deep three-point range.
And, you know, Butler is known for being a lockdown defender.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. They battled hard. And
we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Zion Williamson with a strong contribution so far, guys, in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Portland, Bismack Biyombo is out there with Aminu. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Graham in at the one.
How crazy is Ingram? How ridiculous is Ingram? I mean, just toying with the defense with his ball handling skill.
Here's Graham. He's guarded by Russell. Now Graham. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Williamson, the pass to Baines. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Kept alive. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Hey guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And on the season, only shooting around 73%, so not necessarily where he'd like to be.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, hopefully it's not from lack of effort on his part. But his free throw shooting, compared to what he did last year, has been terrible.
Outside, Russell. Mark, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
It really resonated with me, Kevin. I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio, when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age, and having them encourage me to keep going and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball. His teammates calling him the slender man. Brandon Ingram, not much more than 200 lbs, but adding strength has been a focus.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Now, here is Russell. Graham defending. And with Brandon Ingram and his size, he could benefit from adding a few pounds.
Well, his teammates call him Tiny Dog. Dog because of his determination. That's a positive thing. The tiny part in reference to his slight frame. Time to bulk it up, young fella. Weight room.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Russell looking around. Kicks to Olynyk. Pass to Ingram. Fires for three. Drills the three-pointer. Ingram's got 10 points in the game.
And when Ingram is left alone from deep, his eyes just light up. His shooting is just out of sight.
Graham, the pass to McCollum. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Sweet little floater.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Pass to Olynyk. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability. Here's
McCollum. He's got 6. isolation. Great D.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by 1. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. They've got Ingram. Aaron Baines out there with Williamson. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Russell in at the point guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Biyombo kicks to Graham. Ingram against McCollum. Clock at 6. The 3. Portland with a new 14. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Ingram against McCollum. Inside, Baines. Aminu grabs the miss.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Tell you what, guys, this has clearly been his half. When he's getting to his spots, shooting the ball with confidence, excellent turnaround for him.
Outside, Russell. He kicks it to Ingram. The dish to Olynyk. Ingram against Butler. And it's Ingram missing.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Graham with the ball. Russell's there. And here is Graham. He dishes it to Aminu. Here's McCollum. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
You see the playmaking ability of Williamson there. Great pass to set up his teammate.
Graham with the ball. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Some solid defense from Ingram. The Lakers trail. Here's Russell, and the slam dunk by Russell.
Boy, he never seems to get rattled. He's got a very calm, steady demeanor about himself. D'Angelo making it look easy.
Here's McCollum. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Ingram. Williamson kicks to Olynyk. Now, here is Russell. Back to Olynyk. It's Ingram on the wing. Over McCollum, and Ingram with the basket on the assist from Olynyk. And now a three-point Laker lead.
And, you know, after playing a year at Duke, Ingram is used to providing big baskets for his team. I mean, a dominating performer who comes up big in an effortless way in these moments.
McCollum finds Aminu. Now Graham. Goes up from the top of the key, and he overshot that one, missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And the pass to Olynyk. Here's Russell. Good!
Wow, talk about saving something for the end. D'Angelo getting it done. You the man.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 5. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, D'Angelo Russell.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He told him this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If you make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin.
There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Guys, it's always good to see a young player start to mature in front of our eyes, and Russell has been that kind of guy. He's done a great job figuring out how to become a better leader.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They trail by 7. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're ahead by 4. 15 seconds left in the fourth. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
McCollum right side from past the arc. Rebound by Olynyk. Here's Russell. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close. It was up for grabs right until the final